On the head to start with. Pakistani grooming gangs. There, I've said it. Pakistani grooming gangs. Everybody's talking about it today, since Starmer did his U-turn in the last day or so, and now says he's going to hold a national inquiry. Right, the last message I did, I left the grooming gangs out of it and I left the Pakistani out of it. Although you all knew what it was about, because YouTube think it's not palatable and they don't pull it, but they don't show it to anybody and they don't monetize it, so you can't make money. But I'm not getting that many views anyway, so I'm making nothing on these videos, so I might as well just say it. Pakistani grooming gangs. Let's not beat about the bush here. Maggie Oliver's been on the TV today with two victims of the grooming gangs, and she's talking about Baroness Casey. Baroness Casey is the young lady that's put something together over the last few weeks now on behalf of the government, and Starmer's had a look at it. He said he's read every single bit of it, and now he realises now that we must hold a national inquiry. Maggie Oliver, who's campaigned for justice for these victims for years and years and years and years and ultimately lost her job over it all, has said that she doesn't trust these inquiries or anybody running them. But today she's actually announced that this lady, this Baroness Oliver, did I say? I've forgotten it already. My memory's crap, isn't it? Baroness Casey. Maggie Oliver. Baroness Casey. She said, I half trust her. She said, but the problem is we're going to have another national inquiry. We had one before. It took 7 years. They made loads of recommendations. Nothing got adhered to, nothing got done. We're further down the line now, and we've still got victims that have had no justice. And there's still grooming gangs operating in our streets in towns and cities up and down the UK. All predominantly Pakistani. Nothing is being sorted. So I thought, right, well, they're going to have a national inquiry now. Maggie says she does trust this lady more who's going to probably front it. But she said it just takes much too long, costs much too much money, and people are getting away with things while it's being done. So I thought to myself, well, if you trust this lady, have a word in a shell like and say, look, never mind a 7-year inquiry, do a 7-week one. A 7-week one. We all now know that there's been Pakistani grooming gangs operating in this country for years and years and years. Probably approaching 30 or more than 30 years. We all know that now. We're now saying it, as in governments are saying it. Everyone was scared of saying it before because they worried about it being racist to call the folk that are doing it to our young girls. It's now out in the open. We're actually saying it. Take 7 weeks. Get all the police forces in the UK together, all the heads of police forces, and say, right, we know it's been going on many of your watches. What I'm going to do after 7 weeks, I'm going to announce that any young girl of any age that believes she's been the victim of grooming gangs over the last 20, 30, 40 years, whatever it may be, I want them to come forward and I want them to name names in the local police office. And I want the police to check up on every single name given. And everybody that they find still in this country and still alive, bulk of them will still be in this country, probably many of them will be alive, virtually they'll all be in the country. I want them all arrested, all of them, even if it fills our prisons, get them all arrested, question them, and if we believe that the victim is telling the truth, the white girl who's been abused, arrest them, no bail, let's try them early, let's get them in the courts early, because these abusers are getting older and older and older now. Many of them will be more ill than they were before, and some of them dying. Some of them getting older might only have a few years to live. Let's make the last few years a trial. Let's get them inside and get them on bread and water. Let's have them put through the miseries that they put these young girls through 20, 30, 40 years ago. Let's get them banged up now. Let's get them serving some time. Make the sentences longer than they've been in the past and ensure that when they come out, there's no legal aid, there's none of that. They get shipped off to the country from which they were born. If they were born in the UK, they stay over here. If they were born in Pakistan or anywhere else, that's where they get shipped off to, and they can't come back. Let's see how much justice we can get for these young girls. For all it's retrospective and for all it's really late, let's start moving on things now. Rather than talking about it for years and years and years and not doing much, let's talk about it for 7 weeks. Let's talk to the powers that be, and let's start moving on these accusations now. That's what I would do. Will it happen? Will it, bugger it? Absolutely no chance. But why not? Why not? These crimes have been committed for upwards of 30 years, as I say. We've had loads of young girls come forward, Nobody's ever listened to them. Now is the time to listen to them. We're now saying there's grooming gangs out there. We're now saying they're predominantly Pakistani. We know that anyway. If a young girl comes into a police station and can name any name or names, let's follow them up straight away. Absolutely follow them straight away. Let's get things moving. It won't happen, as I say, but I wish it bloody would. And bloody could. And it could.